Hi, I'm Ben, part owner with Stillwater Designs. I do some of the marketing things.
I'm Andy Herwire. I'm part owner of Stillwater Designs, and I engineer stuff. The story of Stillwater Designs' Summit Trellis System is really about a guy lying in bed one night.
A guy lying in bed with sore shoulders and back pain after leaning and lowering tomatoes all day.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A guy with sore back and shoulders lying in bed thinking, man, there's got to be a better way to lean and lower tomatoes. So to understand the story of our Summit Trellis System, you really need to know how commercial tomato growing works.
Really how it's always worked. There's only been one way to lean and lower tomatoes commercially indoors. It's pretty ingenious, actually.
Yeah, each vine has its own bob and a string hooked to a wire that's strung over the tomato plants. Each week or so, you have to unhook each plant and let out some string. And this lowers them, then you have to move the bobbin down the wire to actually lean them.
Right, which doesn't sound too bad until you realize each vine weighs about 15 to 20 pounds, and you've got 200 plants in a row. So, you're up and down on a ladder, on stilts or on a rolling lift or whatever you can to go up and down over and over and over again. You can see why, sore shoulders and back pain are pretty common.
I didn't like getting on stilts or a ladder, climbing up and down, up and down. And moving the plants by hand. It was just very tedious work and hard on your arms and your lower back.
The most time-consuming thing we have in the greenhouse is working with the strings almost every other day, lowering tomatoes.
I've been working on 2 rows today, and I've probably spent 4 to 6 hours doing that by myself.
Thankfully, there's now a better way. The Summit Trellis System. Climbing up and down a ladder and moving each tomato plant, well, that's over. Literally, with a push of a button, you can lean and lower all the plants in one row simultaneously. What used to take hours can now be done in just a few seconds.
Yeah, that's right. Our patented design is also very gentle.
The smoothness with what we could let them down. We could lower this whole row down and not lose any tomatoes. When you take the hook off, let the string down, the plant, you can't help but jerk it in now, and then you drop a tomato on the floor.
And we were actually able to lower it 3 seconds at a time. We did it 3 times and brought my tomatoes down beautifully.
It gave me extra time, and I thought if a greenhouse was filled with these, you could be doing other things.
The time that it takes to individually let each plant down in a row, that was eliminated.
Plus, another benefit is all the plants are spaced evenly, so you get even light and air distribution.
Right. Labor costs to go down. Your crew can spend more time selling or making deliveries, or you'll have time to market your business, spend time with family.
Yep, you won't have to miss family outings or the kids' activities. Leaning and lowering a row of tomatoes will take about 30 seconds. That's it. Each week you'll spend just seconds doing what used to take hours and hours.
The beauty of the Stillwater Designs Summit Trellis System is in its simplicity.
It certainly does what it's supposed to do. It leans and lowers it at the push of a button, and it definitely takes less time than if you had to walk up and down the whole row.
It's not complicated, and it works every time.
Yep, every single time.
So there's no question that there is time savings, absolutely.